Hi, Mr. Jose Marichan. It's a pleasure and an honor to meet you.
And good afternoon to you, Janet.
Yes, good afternoon too. Congratulations on this tribute by the FASO for you at no less than the Walt Disney Concert Hall. What is the significance of this tribute for you?
Well, at my age, a tribute is extra special. You know, when you're younger, you sort of take it for granted. Oh, yeah, well, my song is popular, so they'll pay me a tribute. No, but as I get older, I appreciate it more because that means that's a wider range of audience follow my music. And to be interpreted by an orchestra like FASO, the Filipino American Symphony Orchestra, it's a great honor. And I'm looking forward to hearing how they interpret my songs, you know, instrumentally, how they arranged my songs. And essentially retaining the character of the song, but with a different twist. So I look forward to that. I'm excited.
Have you heard of the FASO before?
Well, I knew Mr. Robert Schroeder before when he was still living in the US. He was part of the Manila Chamber Orchestra. But I've never heard FASO perform. So this is my first time.
Wow, congratulations. And you composed your first song at age 13. What for you is the most important composition for you? What is the closest composition for you, for your heart?
Well, I have a few favorites, but you know, I was telling Ruben that my songs are like my children. Okay, each one is special. Each one has been blessed with his own talent, his own gift. So I will be happy to see one of my children becoming president of a bank, another one becoming a successful architect, or another one a neurologist or a cardiologist, and another one is a professor at the Ateneo or UP, you know. So each child is, so if you ask me what is my favorite composition, it would be a little bit difficult for me to say that this child is my favorite, that one is, you know, each song is unique. But if you have to, let's say, identify songs that have become successful, there's one called Refrain, which has been recorded in New Zealand by an Australian artist. It has been recorded in Tagalog. And it's one of the songs that I wrote for my wife just the year before we got married. So it has a special significance. Have you heard that song, Janet?
Yes, I love it.
Can you hum a few bars?
I'm not a singer.
Kina-challenge pa, no? Memories of you follow everywhere I go, down the high and byways of my days. Yeah,
love it.
And yeah, the melody sounds like Italian, you know, Spanish music, because I guess it is a compendium or whatever. Like it's like putting fruits into a food processor and you come out with a juice. Refrain.
Yeah, that's amazing. So would you describe yourself as a romantic since you write a lot of love songs?
I was born a romantic. I grew up romantically. Yes, I'm essentially a romantic person. And I've never lost that sense of romance. I've never lost that sense of wonder, that sense of Peter Pan. So I'm the boy who grew up but never grew old.
And you also composed this song, Can We Just Stop and Talk a While, which won the Tokyo World Popular Song Festival. Who was your inspiration for this song?
Well, I was telling Ruben that one day I was walking into a coffee shop many, many years ago. I was already married, by the way. So, and my wife knows this story, but anyway. So I noticed a pretty girl seated at a table by herself. To go to the conclusion, I never met her. I never approached her. Okay. But in my imagination, I said, if I were single, I would have gone to her and say, "Hi, may I share this table with you? You know, can we just stop and talk a while?" You know, and so I just developed the idea, maybe then we could go for a ride, drive down to the countryside, get away from this gray and frenzied hurly-burly of the city life. Early yet to say what lies ahead. It's the first day of the rest of our lives. Can we just stop and talk a while?
You're such a poet as well. You know, writing also includes poetry, and you're such a poet yourself.
Thank you, Janet.
And you have also written a lot of Christmas songs that you are dubbed as the father of Christmas music. Why Christmas?
Okay,
Why
Janet,
is it your favorite holiday?
Janet, this early on, let me say that I am not the father of Christmas music, nor am I the father of Filipino Christmas music. Long before I was born, Janet, there were already beautiful Christmas carols written by Filipinos, you know, and so no, I refuse to be called father of Christmas music. But I've been blessed that my Christmas song, Christmas in Our Hearts, after 32 years, continues to be sung by young and old people alike. And it has, you know, it has become popular also in other countries, you know, so it's a blessing from God. Music is God's gift. And what I do with the gift is my gift back to God.
That's well said. So now that you're 77, how do you take care of your physical and mental health? And what does music mean to you at this stage in your life?
Okay, I do my treadmill every morning, Janet. Not that long and not that brisk, 35 minutes, it's all just to perspire and to get my heart going. I watch the food that I take. I limit my cholesterol and my sugar. You know, that's how do you call this, contradiction, because I'm in the sugar business. Irony, I'm in the sugar business. I'm encouraging people to take sugar, take your soft drinks, but personally, I take diet soda.
So yeah. You have been married for a long time to Mary Ann.
Yeah, Mary Ann and I have been married 52 years now.
Oh my gosh. So what is the secret of your long and happy marriage?
Okay, the secret is being each other's best friends, okay? And you share experiences together, you know, because I have friends, for example, who loves to play golf. And so they go out sometimes, you know, to play golf the whole day. And then their wife would just be at home. I believe in sharing experiences together. So if I enjoy traveling, I only travel with my wife. If I enjoy watching movies, I watch it with my wife. Because with those experiences, you grow together. You know, it's like two planes flying side by side, okay? One of the planes decides to veer 1 degree to the left. Not much, 1 degree, not much. But after 3 hours, you won't be able to see each other anymore because you've drifted apart. So when you're doing things separately, you tend to grow apart, okay? So I encourage couples to do things together. And I think that our 52 years of married life was also helped by the fact that we lived in the United States for 11 years. I worked and lived in New York for 11 years. And at that time, the weekends were exclusively ours, our families. Unlike in the Philippines, weekend, you have socializing, you have, JCs, you have the Rotary clubs, you have, with your friends, you play golf, etc., etc. But in the US, your associates, they have their own families. You know, your business friends, they have their own families. So weekends belong exclusively to the family and you do things together. So after 11 years, when we came back to the Philippines, we discovered that our family has become closely knit, you know, and many of our friends in the Philippines were separated. And so now looking back, I say, yeah, it's important to do things together always.
Very good advice. So if you had a chance to talk to your younger self, what would you say to your younger self?
I would tell my younger self to continue to do the music as a hobby, but put your attention also in the business, because that's what will sustain the family. So your career is important, but the music as a hobby, as a passion, cannot be abandoned. It's part of you. You will not be true to yourself if you don't nurture it. So nurture your passion.
Thank you very much, Jo Masir Chan. And I look forward to seeing you at the FASO event.
How many children do you have, and do you and Ruben have?
We have 2 children, and we've been married for 37 years coming tomorrow. Tomorrow is our anniversary.
Oh, congratulations. I wish you and Ruben, Janet, I wish you and Ruben a lifetime of love and a love to last a lifetime.
Oh,
to quote
that's a song.
Yeah.
That's your next song. Thank you very much. See you.
Thank you, Janet. I enjoyed the conversation.